Welcome to Tuzidi na Hustle, a show that highlights Kenyan entrepreneurs through their losses, lessons, and wins. I'm your host, Martin Kimathi.
We are four siblings.
Yes.
We had a brother, Martin, who is older than us.
Yeah.
I am the second born, Angela, and Lucy is the third born, and then we have Lisa, our youngest sister.
I think our parents are one of the most resilient, hardworking parents ever. They have instilled a lot of wonderful, values in us. I remember Dad always said, choose your friends. And also, if you're gonna pick a career that, you'll be sustainable in terms of, you can be self-employed, that sort of thing, and be sustainable and be successful in that.
Yeah, he actually did tell us before we began this, don't be afraid to venture into your own business. Because he and Mom have always been in the business line. He had his own consulting engineering firm, and Mave is she's just the grand hustler. She's a grafter. She works hard.
Yes.
And she's built up her businesses.
I was in More Educational Center, fun school, but very strict. And then went to IB. IB is just an eye-opener, you're just not academics-wise, And then also a mandatory module we had to do was called CAS, which stands for Creativity Action Service. So basically, you literally had to gain up hours, by doing something creative or giving back to the society. I remember we used to go to Kenyatta Hospital, and they had the oncology for kids with cancer and all those things, and we used to go there. And we used to also go to New Life, where newborns are taken care of. Yeah, oh my gosh, I think that's where it came from. And we used to go there and, see newborns who are abandoned, and you would care for them, like change nappies and feed them. Sorry. And raise money, for the care of these children, or we would make our own toys. I think, to be honest, that's where
it came from. Yeah.
I think we're realizing that now. Yeah, that's passion for people and giving back, and maybe newborns started. Yeah.
I went to Manchester University, and it was an amazing experience. There were many Kenyans, so I didn't personally feel homesick. In fact, one of the trustees of Care Box, because we were 5 ladies who started this business, Jackie was one of them, and we were in the same pharmacy school together. Still on the Manchester University, they recently found out that we were doing Care Box in Kenya.
Yeah.
And they've actually awarded us the alumni award for, they give this award to alumni who are doing humanitarian stuff in the world. And they've noted Care Box as one of their winners for this year.
Yeah. So when I was in Sheffield, I got accepted to do a course. It's called the Masters in Public Health in International Development. So the course was basically finding solutions to the issues in the development countries, especially health issues. The most amazing thing about that course, I remember one of the modules, it was called the International Development class. The lecturer, Dr. Deborah Spotton, she's like, so for this year, we have chosen Kenya, and she literally drops this map of Kenya in front of the whole class, and I'm like, I sighed so loudly. I was like, wow, that's home, And I was quite, because they go to different countries, and they actually have a research and education center at West Pokot in Marriage. So my main study, what I took up was on how caregivers identify and manage illnesses in children under the age of 5. So we packed up and we came to Kenya. It was brilliant. So one lady actually, who literally sort of kind of changed my life or my mindset to what we do today, was a lady. She was a mother of 5, and she had just given birth to her last born, which was about 2 weeks old. And I'm interviewing her in a hot day, she's in her manyata. You could tell, her kids, including her, had not had anything to eat or drink for the day. And she asked for water, she asked for food, and I could not give her at that moment. And it really broke my heart. I wrote my report, and I think in the conclusion, I just, poured my whole heart out. I was like, I wish I could do more for this lady and all that stuff. And I graduated.
And so we came back. And the reason I also came back is I wanted to change the face of pharmacy in Kenya. Here, people don't really understand the why they take the medicines, the what they take the medicines. I mean, you're putting stuff into your mouth every day and you don't have a clue what this thing is. So I joined the government internship because even if you've worked for 20 years abroad, if you're coming to do medicine or pharmacy or dentistry, you have to integrate into the system. I passed my exams and I was supposed to be absorbed by the county. There was a tug between national government and county. And so I didn't actually get the promotion that I wanted. And then we had issues of medicines. So there'd be many times I'd do my my night shift, and I'd tell people there's no medicine. Literally, I spent a week telling guys, hakuna dawa. So coming from England where, everything worked, to having to tell women and guys who needed that there was no medicine and needed to go buy the medicine from outside the hospital was not motivating at all. I think I got depressed. And my husband actually got to a point and told me, Angie, you actually have to leave because this place is changing you. And so I did. I resigned in December 2012.
I guess my expectations coming back is that, I was sure I was going to get a job in the UNDP. I'm going to have a car with red plates, living my best life, being part of projects and all that stuff. But my reality was, I'm busy, yes. And that's what, you don't want to be a lay about. Yeah? You're busy, but you're not living your purpose in terms of what you studied for. It was a struggle, yeah? And a conflict of where you want to be, yeah? And where you are at the moment, now your reality. And obviously there was that also conflict where the friends you've left, some are doing so well, and you want to be, with those people who are making it. And even the people you've graduated with, a friend called Sagan, she got an internship with the World Bank when she went back to the States. And I'm here selling sausages, But I think it was a moment where, a lot of people go through, I guess, if not everybody, in terms of your career, because it affects you emotionally, it affects your relationships, And but internally, like personal, it was difficult until one day. And so I was at home and on my phone and on my timeline, I see an article. The caption was, "Why finish baby sleep in card boxes?" And that article, to be honest, changed my life and changed my career for the better. Because of this box, Finish has the lowest deaths in moms and newborns. And it comes with everything a mother will need, and it is targeted to the poor, to the underserved mom. And at that moment, I would not lie, it was like a eureka moment. When I read about the article, it connected with that lady I saw in West Pokot. And my heart, I remember just feeling, oh my God, we could do this in Kenya. And I took my laptop and I'm like, this is brilliant. I'm like, what if we had to bring this concept, contextualize it to the needs of the sub-Saharan, poor, vulnerable mother who is in Turkana, or even especially that lady that I saw that day. And I started reading about the statistics. And the statistics say in Kenya at the moment, 17 women die every day during childbirth. That's a 17-seater matatu crashing every day. And no one is making enough noise about it. And most of these deaths are preventable. In addition, we lose 39,000 newborns due to preventable conditions like malaria, diarrheal diseases, pneumonia, and all these deaths are preventable. And this simple box can actually save 2 lives with just 1 box. So what I did, I called Angela. She's my person basically. I'm like, what? Angie, there's this box, I've seen this, whatever, oh my God. And I was so excited. I was like, I don't know. It was just such a moment for me.
So fast forward, I think we shelved it for a while. That was 2012.
Yeah.
and we just continued just existing.
Yeah.
I'd say we were just. I don't even know whether it's just existing. It's not living, because living means a lot more. So we're just going through the motions of life. So then, our brother passes away.
Yeah.
Suddenly, and no one saw it coming. That really hit us harder.
Yeah.
He'd been diabetic all his life, and basically just went to sleep one day and he didn't wake up.
And as Angie usually says, why didn't God take me? You know,
why am I here?
What am I
doing?
You know, it has to be more than this, because he was such an amazing human being, you know. And there has to be more. And I'm like, God, what is my purpose? As in, what if I was just, you know, because then it shows you how fragile life is and how, it was a scary moment.
Coming up on Tuzidi na Hustle.
We had about 6 boxes and we're like, okay, we're going to give Lena's daughter and every other mom, you know, who's there. So excited, I call Angie, whatever, we all meet at the parking lot. And then literally the parking lot, Lena calls and she's like, mtoto ameaga. And we're like, what?
Do your gums hurt?
Yeah.
Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile?
All that in one toothpaste?
Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums.
Ah, Colgate Herbal.
Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
Football. Once the beautiful game. Now, a well-written script with the winners and losers decided way before kickoff.
The player who told me pointedly that the game was thrown was called
Match fixing, the silent but deadly disease destroying Kenyan football.
I met Wilson, nicknamed Willie, introduced to him as Willie.
This Sunday at 9 p.m.
Sports betting is just cancer.
We are ready to die for our country.
NTV investigates on just how far the corrupt vice has rooted itself in the country's game.
Are you living a blessed life? Get this and more Christian music only on Angaza Music, Africa's first exclusive gospel service. In addition to music, get your best Bible stories, preachings and devotionals, church services, DJ mixes and more. Get Angaza Music for 10 shillings daily plus 50 MB data bundle. Dial *544#, then select option 6 on your Safaricom line. Angaza Music, Baraka Mkononi.
This week on Churchill Show. The amazing story of a DJ who spins laughters in our lives. This is the amazing story of DJ Shiti.
Saa hizi kupimwa HIV ni haraka na ni bure. Unaweza pimwa kwa clinic na bado unaweza jipimia kwa nyumba yako wewe mwenyewe na self test kit 500 peke yake. Uko na HIV si eti ni mwisho. Wewe uko nayo? Mimi nilishapima.
Afya bora, maisha bora. Jipime, jiinue.
When they take away from you what you love the most, and they hurt you in your soul,
Hey!
then your heart hardens and it refuses to love again. But a promise.
My child, promise me you'll go to California. Make peace with your mother.
Can give some hope. And even the coldest heart.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
can love again.
Previously on Tuzidi na Hustle.
Our brother passes away.
Yeah.
Suddenly, and no one saw it coming. That really hit us harder.
Yeah.
He'd been diabetic all his life, and basically just went to sleep one day and he didn't wake up. He then began trying to fundraise for boxes, trying to write grants, trying to conceptualize and contextualize the idea into a solid thing. So then we started arranging for focus groups. We started talking to retired midwives and obs-gyns. We actually presented to them this concept, and they helped us refine it. And eventually the Total Care Box was born at the end of 2016.
Where we were working just down the road in Oladume, there's a lady who used to work there. Her name was Lena. Lena called us and she's like, my daughter has given birth, and we're like, this is a perfect time, we just go bless her, and I really wanted a baby now in a box, after, building the concept for about 6 months. So we had about 6 boxes, and we're like, okay, we're gonna give Lena's daughter and every other mom, who's there. So excited, I call Angie, whatever, we all meet at the parking lot, and then literally the parking lot, Lena calls, and she's like, mtoto ameaga. And we're like, what? It was heartbreaking. So she's like, please come up. Kujeni, whatever. We get there to one of the rooms, and there's this beautiful, gorgeous baby boy who was only alive for about 3 hours, had passed on, looked so peacefully. And I think it's that moment that we felt like God was telling us, okay, fine, this is a matter of life and death. Is this what you really want to do? And knowing that that baby died due to preventable conditions, and it was during the doctor's strike, and one of the preventable measures she died was obstructed labor, it was prolonged labor, which could not have happened. And it was a heavy moment. And I think as a vision bearer, it was like a death in the beginning of your, big vision. It was such a huge conflict. And I was like, are we really going to do this? I mean, and I think it was just a clear picture of God just showing you, yes, this is it. It is a matter of life and death, So are you in it or are you out of it? We asked them, so are there other women who've delivered? They're like, yes. And they're here, and we had the 6 boxes, and there's a lady called, I'm forgetting her name, Doris. She had the most beautiful premature twins. And we gave her the 2 boxes, and then other moms, And I remember Doris, for some reason, she was so thankful. She was so happy. And then she had been in hospital for so long, especially with preemies, And I remember when she was leaving the hospital, she called us, she said, asanteni sana. And then at that time, Angela had put the story on social media. And then now we got another, media house to come and take a video of her using the boxes, and people shared our story. They're like, this is a brilliant idea. We want to give. I'm like, okay, you want to give? Yes, we want to give. And my goodness, we got so much support. I think with Nchanga now we've raised about 6 million. In total. Yeah. So literally, every time, obviously, we've done quite a bit of pitches, and every time we pitched, guys are like, okay, you know what? We'll give you money, but at the end of the day, people get tired, isn't it? You need to come up with a sustainable. I hated that word every time I had it. I was like, okay, fine, because it just poked holes all over. And we responded to a call. It was by DFID, and it was called the County Innovation Challenge. The winner would get 40 million, and it was mainly for maternal and newborn health innovations. So we were super excited, and we chose Turkana because Turkana, oh my goodness, they have the highest deaths. About 600 organizations applied, and from those 636 were picked to go to the next step. So we were like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, and we had just started. So when we got there, the mothers were like, apana, hii ni jeneza, this is a coffin, we will not put our babies in here. Na kwanza vile iko hivi, hapa mbuzi na gamia wanapenda kukula box. They find it very tasty. We were like, what? Well, this is different from what we got from Nairobi, because they picked it up, they really took care of the boxes. And so, we went to the Archdiocese of Lodwar, and we went to saw the priest. He loved the project. We saw the county health management team. They loved it. They told us, hey, now when you get money, please, we actually hope you win. Because here, a pregnant woman travels at least 50 kilometers to the closest health facility to just get antenatal care visits or to attend antenatal care or just deliver, But now when it came to the women, they didn't want the boxes. So when we went to the Archdiocese, while we were still there, they told us they have a weaving...
A shop.
Shop. And when we entered the shop, we literally saw like a rope basket like that one. And I remember us screaming, holding each other, jumping up and down, because now we could contextualize the Total Care Box to the Turkana. So it's basically taking all these items, putting it in the basket, and then we can still use it as a maternal newborn health innovation, contextualized to the Turkana culture. So I went and presented, and they loved the idea, but we didn't win.
We were absolutely disheartened because we knew we were winning it. However, I am a mother of 3. I knew what I needed to do with this Moses basket. All my babies had actually slept in it, but it was not a concept that was in Kenya. I actually told the ladies this was going to be our business side that could enable us to give as many of these boxes for as long as possible without having to lean on people or waiting for funds to come in. So we thought, why not actually create a product line that serves that niche? And so this was born, the Moses basket was born. We've sold over 200 Moses baskets to date. We started in 2017. The business side started in 2017, and we have sold over 200 baskets. And we'd love to do a lot more.
The baby box for Total Care Box, now our Kenyan baby box, let's just say that, comes with 18 essential items. So it doubles as a crib, so the baby can sleep in it. So it comes with a comfortable mattress, an undersheet, it comes with a baby blanket, it comes with baby clothes, water guard to make sure she has clean water, the mother has clean water in her household, a diarrhea kit. As I said, diarrhea is one of the leading causes of death of our infant. It comes with chlorhexidine for cord care, 3 usable nappies, liners, a waterproof pant, nappy fastener. It also comes with condoms to introduce the idea of birth spacing or family planning. And then we also have, which is very important, a net that fits perfectly around the box that prevents any insect-related illnesses like dengue fever or malaria. So the most amazing thing about Total Care Box is when you give one box, you're actually saving 2 lives, the life of a mother and the life of a newborn. So we are hoping, or our vision is to sell 200,000 Moses baskets, and for that we'll be able to save 400,000 lives. Another vision that we'd love is if the Total Care Box concept can be replicated in other countries, because obviously Total Care Box, it's not only Kenya that we're having mothers and newborns dying due to preventable conditions. And lastly, our biggest attainable vision is to make sure that there are no deaths in mothers and newborns. So 0 maternal and newborn deaths in Kenya. We're hoping will be achieved by the Total Care Box brilliant life-saving concept. Total Care Box not only represents an innovation, it represents a social enterprise that is saving lives. So please join us and let's give every African child a dignified and equal start to life.
Angela,
yes.
The talk is done, sasa ni saa ya kazi.
Absolutely. Sasa ndio tutaona.
Do you think I'm up to the challenge?
How good you're at sewing?
Well, I made a mask before, so I'll take up the challenge.
So here's your challenge for today.
Yeah.
I will hand you over to the very capable Lillian to train you on how to trim a couple.
All right,
yes.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
And for you at home, if this is the first time you are watching us, this is Secure the Bag. It is a segment where I get hands-on and practical in what's happening. So today I will sew this bed. It's amazing. It's really challenging, but I'm so looking forward to it. Lillian, ni macho kwa mkono yako. Unionyeshe venye kazi inafanywa.
Ni
rahisi kabisa.
Ni rahisi? Nice one.
Inama uione.
Okay.
Sasa tunadunga hapa. Na inatokea hapa. So, na make sure umedunga inatokea huku.
Na ni lazima ufuate hiyo line.
Na unadunga kwa hiyo shimo. Na unadunga mara 4. Ndio ikuwe firm.
Nitaweza?
Jaribu tu. Ni rahisi.
Asante. We. Alafu narudi tena, si ndio? So now I'm sewing and I have to follow a straight line and I have to make sure the thread is strong enough. So I can't wait to show you the final product and then you can clap for me at home or wherever you're watching from. Nisi ndani inakuanga ngumu hivi Lilian? We! Kuna watu hutumia meno. Naanza tu. Finally, this is the last row. And yeah, our bed will be finalized. So mtu akimalizia tunakata the thread. Yeah. And we have finished. It has been a very long process. I've pricked my fingers, my palm is red. Lilian, ungekuwa nilipe mshahara hapo ungenipatia ngapi?
Kwa sababu ni siku ya kwanza. Nitakupea quarter.
Quarter? So hiyo quarter tukiangalia ni kama how much hivi?
100.
100? Wow. Hey, you reap what you sow. So I think I'll just settle for that 100 bob. But thank you so much, Lilian. This has been so exciting. And you're doing an incredible job.
Thank you.
Yeah? Our guests today have made us laugh and have made us cry. They have shown that the path to success is not a straight line, but rather a journey through hills and valleys with only one rule: never ever give up. Thank you so much for watching Tuzidi na Hustle. Until next week, I'm your host, Martin Kemathi.